Hey, welcome back to the Knights of the Squared Circle Wrestling Podcast. I'm Mike AD.
And I am Joey D.
Segment number 3. A lot of wrestling this week, Joey.
Oh yeah.
Wow. We had NXT, Ring of Honor, Raw, SmackDown. I don't even think I reviewed NXT from this week. There's like so much stuff.
There's just so much to talk about. That's what's so ridiculous about this week.
I mean, aren't you glad that we don't like review stuff like UFC too? Like they have like 2 cards or something a week.
I just rather just stay away from UFC altogether.
Well, I'm just saying, like there's some podcasts out there. They cover everything fight related, and I can't imagine my whole life being consumed. It's like absolutely whole life.
We already like freaking condemn ourselves to wrestling. I think that's good enough.
Anyhow, off to SmackDown from a city that I don't recall where it is. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Brooklyn,
New York.
Yeah. So, show begins with a really shady cast of characters in the back. I don't understand why these people are in the back. Dolph is in the back. AJ comes over, starts confronting Dolph about being a loser. They have to be pulled apart. Okay. Did anybody notice they had an updated set for SmackDown?
Even on Raw, they kept the same set they had for SummerSlam.
Yeah, I like that better.
It looks so much better.
Oh yeah, they have the nice. I don't know if you noticed, gray barrier around the outside.
I know it actually looks better now. I can actually visually. It doesn't hurt my eyes just seeing nothing but just darkness.
Yeah. Pretty good. Hopefully they keep it or they go back to the generic one, because Raw had this really cool one where they had the arch that went over the top.
Oh, you're talking about the one that was a trapezoid almost.
Yeah. No, but they had that cool little light arch, the rainbow that went over top of the stage for Raw. And then because they were in Brooklyn, maybe they kept the same set. I have no idea where they were filming this from. Maybe you could figure that out for me. Where this was. If it was from Brooklyn, then they filmed like 19 shows within fucking 5 days. Pretty crazy. Anyhow, main show starts. Women are in the ring. Tag teams are in the ring. And the belts are out there. And I'm looking at these belts. And I'm thinking, okay, well, that's an improvement.
It's still more copy and paste.
It's still more copy and paste, but you know what? That's a pretty pleasurable copy and paste, I got to admit. If you take a look at the women's title for SmackDown, what are they calling it? SmackDown Women's Championship.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, this is they haven't said that they're going to call it anything different. If they had come out and the Universal title, this is what it looked like, I would have been okay with this. This is a nice looking belt, dude. White strap, blue face, red stripe. Thing looks like the New England Patriots logo. It looks great. This is a great looking belt. And then the other side, the tag titles. They got the penny belts, as they call them.
But they're silver, though.
But they're silver with a blue strap.
That looks nice.
Yeah. I'm looking at this going, oh, they did something right.
Oh my god, it's not shit.
Oh my god, like, here's a chance to fuck up twice. And they didn't. It just surprises the shit out of me.
Which is good that they didn't fuck up twice.
So, basically what's decided in this opening segment is that the women are going to have a 6-pack challenge with the whole women's roster for the vacant title. Hopefully this doesn't end in someone vacating the title.
Hopefully.
And there's going to be a tournament for the tag titles. Okay, that's cool. I like tournaments. And the funny part of this is Heath Slater comes up.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'm enjoying this Heath Slater shit. When this guy finally joins the roster, it's going to start getting boring and bullshit.
That's true.
They should just keep this up for 3 years straight. This guy trying to get a contract.
Even says, like, underneath, it says free agent.
Free agent is awesome. I think they should keep this up as long as they possibly can. Just like the Ava Marie thing. They should keep her out of the ring as long as possible.
They can't keep fooling their fans, though.
Oh, it's great, dude. The minute that these people start wrestling,
that's when it's going to
start going, like, this is bullshit. Heath Slater is a jobber. Right now, like, Heath Slater is an attraction. Heath Slater is going to go from attraction to jobber overnight.
That seems most likely that's going to happen.
But Heath Slater must find a partner. And not only must he find a partner, he must win the tournament to get a contract. Good segment.
Well, at least the bonus is like you get double the reward.
Yes, exactly. And and it makes you want to cheer for Heath.
It makes you want to cheer for his partner. We'll talk about him when we get
there.
there.
Exactly. Before this whole segment ends, AJ and Dolph have a brawl down at ringside. And they break them up and they say, guess what? You two guys are going to fight each other. AJ wins. Dolph, you're out of the main event. Dolph, you win. You're into the triple threat. So, good stipulation. And we're going to have a good match later on. Which was a very good wrestling match.
Oh, it was.
Now, in a meaningless bullshit match, Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch. With Naomi and Natalya stinking up the commentary on the side. One thing of note, Morrow calls Alexa Bliss Spitfire.
What?
Calls her Spitfire, which I love.
Is that supposed to be like a dragon reference?
I don't know, but I think I like this nickname. I like this nickname, Spitfire. It's great.
Does she spare swallow?
Not my business.
Probably both.
Married, dude. I like the nickname. That's all I said. The match was decent. It's the best match I've seen Alexa Bliss in. Period. Next up, Heath Slater backstage looking for partner. Miz blows him off.
He was reciting something from a movie. What was it?
He was on the phone with Steven Spielberg.
Bullshit.
Which was bullshit. Of course it's bullshit. He thinks he's talking to him, but he's talking on his Bluetooth. Very funny. I like this Miz gimmick. I really do. Heath Slater trying to find a partner.
The Johnny Cage gimmick.
Yeah, exactly. Tag tournament match. The Ascension versus the Usos. Not very good. Usos win. Is there any surprise here?
Next.
Randy Orton is going to be here tonight. Even after the fucking ridiculous beating that he suffered. He's here. Okay? Next. AJ Styles cuts a promo. He declares himself the #1 contender. Out comes Ziggler. And, oh jeez. I got this whole bloody thing wrong. Oh, this is when he set it up.
Oh.
Anyhow, this is when AJ Styles, I'm the greatest and whatever. I'm the #1 contender. And I'm also enjoying AJ Styles. I'm enjoying AJ Styles as a heel now. Before, I did not like AJ Styles as a heel. Now I'm enjoying AJ Styles as a heel.
Because he beat up John Cena. Sorry if we killed your earphones there, or whatever speakers. But you have to admit, that line is funny and it's over.
Beat up John Cena.
Who doesn't love that? Well, I can name one person who doesn't, but whatever.
Okay,
It's awesome. People love hearing that. They laugh when they hear that, and they cheer for it when they hear it.
Here's a cool segment that I like. Nikki Bella versus Carmella. Nikki comes in the ring. Renee comes out to interview her and say, welcome back. And Carmella fucking attacks her and lays her out.
Didn't they actually have a match before that happened?
No, they didn't.
They didn't.
She attacks her before the bell and lays her out.
So Carmella heel turns.
It now heel turns. Beautiful. Because she's annoying how she is anyway. Better that she's a heel.
She'll probably still keep the same theme song.
Probably. Randy Orton comes out.
She's not a bad wrestler before that. I don't know why you hate her so much.
Who?
Carmella.
I don't hate her.
You know what I would have done? I would have done like Carmella the Vampire.
I just...
Freaking just make her come out looking like a goth.
I don't know. I think these cocky female wrestlers, they should be heels.
But she was cocky and she was like a fan favorite. But now it's just like, now she's just another heel. No, another female heel.
Yeah. In the long list of cookie cutter strippers.
We have another. Now we got another one. Great.
Okay, now Randy Orton comes out, and basically all that happens here is this is a segue to the Bray Wyatt Randy Orton feud that's going to happen
again
at Backlash. That Bray Wyatt will lose. I just unless they go a different way with this.
How many times has Bray actually been in a rivalry and actually won it?
None.
Well, one New Day. That's about it.
New Day is one. Yeah, they had one match, right?
Yeah.
One match. When there's been a long set of matches, he's won one match, and then he's proceeded to lose the feud.
Pretty much.
He does some great fucking promos. They don't make any sense, but the promos sound freaking awesome. The fans love the entrance.
Bunch of racist poetry. Like Camp WB likes to assume.
Okay.
The cartoon.
Okay. Randy Orton comes out. We're going to cross paths again, which means at some point he's going to come out.
No, he said, one day, my path and Brock will cross.
Yeah. So
I thought he just like fucked that up. I thought he meant to say, me and Brock's path will cross. Instead, he said, my path and Brock will cross.
Yeah.
I don't know. But thank God it went straight to Bray Wyatt after. Otherwise, the fans would have been like, what the fuck he say?
Bray Wyatt, you're a man, a broken man, but I'm a god. Yeah, right. Gods don't lose fucking constantly. Okay.
Unless you played God of War, because they die.
Fucking ridiculous. Bray Wyatt. Oh, fuck. It's time to, take this guy seriously, push him seriously, or,
How about let him win for once?
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Because he has that head injury. And are they going to try to exploit this head injury with this first match with Randy Orton?
How many times does he keep getting injured?
No idea.
This is turning into a theme now. It's like, oh, he's injured again.
Okay.
This time it's his head.
Interview with Shane about Lesnar. I'm getting the feeling, once again, they're teasing that, guess what? Shane will fight Brock Lesnar.
Why?
And that somehow Stephanie has fined Brock Lesnar $500.
Okay, so in UFC, you could be fined almost $2 million or something, but in WWE, it's just $500.
$500?
It's just fucking peanuts for him.
That's like toilet paper for Brock Lesnar.
That's I don't know, that's like saying it's okay, you have a chance to win the company, but you're just saying, I want his car.
That's ridiculous. That's so stupid. $500. If you say you're going to fine him, say you've been fined $50,000. That's more than the average American
Just say
makes
he's
a
been
year.
fined then. Brock Lesnar has been fined, and he has been suspended.
See, the thing is, if they put a number in there, then they're,
But who
they
the
put a
fuck
number.
was the idiot who decided-
$5,000 fine. That's also nothing to Brock Lesnar.
Did they fucking forget to put an extra zero? Only $500?
$500.
That's laughable.
I think what they're trying to do is to try to make it look like Stephanie doesn't care about her brother. oh, you beat the shit out of my brother? Oh, okay, I'll fine you $500 for that.
I don't know, I just found
Heath Slater in the back tries to recruit Arn Anderson.
Oh, fuck, I love seeing Arn Anderson.
And he comes out and he says, well, I'm kind of insulted that you didn't try to ask me first, so fuck you.
Well, he was like, well, you're no Ric Flair.
But he blows him off, but guess what? Rhino says yes.
The War Machine says yes.
So we'll see how far they go with this.
Can you fill an in-ground pool? And I was actually surprised, really, Rhino was
the guy that beat the shit out of him for a couple weeks straight.
Watch them win.
You know what? I'd like to see that, but something tells me they'll get to the finals and lose.
But how big will the pop be if they actually do win
it? The fans will be very happy about it. I will pop big time if Heath Slater and Rhino win this fucking tournament.
Oh my god, Heath Slater wins.
You know what? They had this tournament, and if somehow Heath Slater finds a partner, they'll turn it into an 8-team tournament. What kind of tournament were they planning on having if he wasn't in it? A 6-team tournament with teams with buys?
That's stupid.
It really is fucking retarded. It really is. He could say, it just so happens we only have 7 teams so far in this tournament. It's like, oh, Christ.
Because there's no fucking teams. Now you have to make up teams.
Yeah, you have to create belts for a division that just shouldn't exist. It's fucked up. Anyway. Tag tournament match. Fabrice versus American Alpha, which surprised the shit out of me, this match. I thought American Alpha was going to run through these guys like hot butter.
They still beat them.
But I thought this was a very good television match. Fabrice got a lot more action in this match than I was expecting. And it's good to see American Alpha in an elongated match where they can take a little bit of a beating and you can see a little bit more of their moves in their arsenal.
Which is good.
Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to seeing them against another really good team. Because when they're in there against these
jobbers,
two BJ Smith and fucking Blowjob Lewis and stuff,
you said that
nobody
twice.
Cares. BJ
Lewis and
BJ Lewis and fucking whatever, Dick Reynolds or whatever. I don't care who they are.
You had to put BJ and Dick in the same
yes,
sentence.
I did. Yes, I did, because they're gonna crush these guys.
Probably what Rusev does to Lana.
Crush.
Oh no, crush too hard.
Okay, what I can say is the match was very good. I actually look forward to these teams fighting again at some point. Then we're on to we're back to Dean Ambrose is not being a serious fucking babyface, but once again being a fucking jackass.
Yeah.
Wearing a freaking big foam blue hat, buying rum and cokes and coffee with chips because he's at the roulette table all day in the casino.
So are they in Vegas then?
Yeah, they were at the Mohegan Sun. There they were. They were at the Mohegan Sun.
Oh, okay.
Arena. I don't know where the fuck that is. I gotta be honest.
I don't know where the fuck that is either.
It might be like Pennsylvania or Connecticut somewhere.
Well, of course, Connecticut.
So, he doesn't. Honestly, he doesn't. You know him.
You don't take him serious as a champion.
He doesn't care who he faces. He doesn't care. Fuck, put me in the Elimination Chamber. I don't care. Put me on a 17-on-1 fucking match. I don't care.
I'll fight anyone, anywhere, any place. I want to fuck something.
He fucking buys a rum and coke and a coffee and leaves.
That's it?
Yeah. The resulting main event is Dolph Ziggler against AJ Styles with the format.
So Dean didn't even fucking wrestle.
No. With the format of the main event at Backlash on the line. AJ wins in a match that I thought was very good.
I remember Dean was actually on commentary, though.
Yeah.
That was a good match.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very good. Was very happy with it. Extremely. As a result, Dolph Ziggler loses again.
We
are going to, and like I said before in last segment, we're going to get a heel turn from Dolph Ziggler.
Watch them not do it.
Where this leads, okay, I have no idea. But I hope it leads to a reformatting of Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler needs a change in his wrestling life.
We're going to make Dolph Ziggler great again.
That's a guy that they should make great again. Darren Young, a guy that should go to NXT. That's where he should go. So, SmackDown overall, I think it was the better show this week, Joey.
I'll have to agree with you.
I mean, based on all the disappointment that happened with Raw this week, extremely disappointing.
I was sad watching Raw.
And you have 3 hours and 20 minutes. It starts out on a horrible fucking note. Doesn't get any fucking better. Main event gives you Roman Reigns. It's how far have we fallen here? Horrible. SmackDown, reason for optimism, dude. Reason for optimism.
You're completely right on that.
So, now with our last little bit of this, we're going to do a new segment of the show that we call The Good, The Bad, The Ugly. So, we're going to go over what happened this week in the last 6 days of fucking wrestling and go over what we thought was good, what we thought was bad, and what we thought was just outright
ugly.
I made a list here, and my good is unbelievable.
Let's hear it.
It's number one good. The Miz shoot promo. I'm talking smack.
This is what we have to talk about.
I mean, if we had a clip of it somewhere, insane, man. I enjoyed this thing. The intensity. The fact that it looked like he didn't script this fucking thing.
What do you remember from the promo, at least? Continue what you were saying, though. He came out.
I hear, you wrestle like a coward. You call me a coward. You're a coward. You say you're going to come back, but you never come back. You know? Oh, if I could get in the ring, I would, but they won't let me get back in the ring. And it just... I just don't think this is going to lead... even though I like the promo...
It doesn't lead anywhere.
I don't think it leads to anywhere that you can go. They don't want to turn Bryan. Because the thing that I'm getting is that he's going to have this little side rivalry with Daniel Bryan, and he's going to try to find guys to take the title off The Miz.
But he's always fucking hated him.
Yeah. He's going to try to find someone to fuck over The Miz for the title. And in the process, what?
Daniel Bryan becomes heel.
He becomes a heel. But the fans won't allow him to be a heel because they're just going to go yes, 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 yes. And then the fans, The Miz cuts a promo like that. All the smart fans, all they want to do is cheer The Miz. So are you going to start getting this split? idea with the Miz, where like there's like 20% of the fans that go they fucking love the Miz, and the other 80% is like I hate this fucking vain son of a bitch.
I'll be on that side just for most of it, but like after this promo, I'd say I'm neutral. Just because he got some points out where it's like...
I think they should let him do some more of these.
They should. Well, they didn't let Cesaro. What the fuck makes them think they're going to do it?
I think they got to do more of these for everybody. They got to stop scripting the promos, and they got to let guys like create their own fucking characters. That's how you get characters that people care about. Apollo Crews. Do you really fucking care about Apollo Crews? What do you know about Apollo Crews? They call him Apollo Creed. The guy's really jacked up, and the guy like runs all over the ring. That's it. That's all he does. I don't care about Apollo Crews. I think he's an amazing talent. They got to give me more reason to care about him.
They don't have any good motivation for you to say like, this guy seems like he's so good. I want to see him in more matches. They're not pushing him properly.
My family is this. My house, I have stuff I got to pay for. I have the government's taking my house. Oh, no, wait, that's the Big Show. They're taking my house. I'm a giant. No, that's Apollo Crews. Like, they need something in there
to
make me care. I'm a giant.
I'm
a destroyer.
That's still the Big Show.
I'm a giant. I'm a destroyer. The government is taking my house away. I needed to do what I had to do. There has to be something about Apollo Crews that makes you attracted to the character.
I say team him up with Jack Swagger, make them real Americans.
Apollo Crews.
Rocky and Apollo.
Oh God. The American team. Hey, it's not the first time they had an American and a foreigner like together as being an American.
You mean the world's greatest
Apollo
tag team?
Crews. Like, isn't Apollo Crews, isn't he like Nigerian or something?
He speaks like fluent American.
Fluent American is English, right?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to say, like, you couldn't tell. He has no accent.
Yeah, pretty good. So, love the Miz shoot interview. Love the Dolph Ziggler AJ showdown and the intensity. Love it. Yeah. Amazing. I love how they follow through on that angle. They start out, then they fucking brawl, and then they have an amazing fucking match at the end of the night. Can't complain about that. Of the very few things on Monday Night Raw that I liked was the use of selling to get an angle over. Very good. I like the fact that Rusev's ribs are all fucking broken. And now that I find out that, what's his name? Sami Zayn. The guy's knee was really fucked up and he went through that match. Amazing. Amazing. I like the Magic Killer through the tables. Fucking awesome. I like, the Nakamura violin entrance from NXT Brooklyn too.
Oh, I still find that incredible.
You know, they're gonna have to hire this guy full time just to go out there with Nakamura.
Somebody is gonna pick up that dude just for like music in general after seeing a performance like that.
The NXT Brooklyn card was good, period. What's good? The Bobby Roode entrance and Bayley on the main roster. Oh, yeah. Which I like. Those are all positives. Now we're on to the bad. Dean Ambrose as goofy babyface in Casino. Bullshit. I thought this guy was serious. Now he's not serious again. Bad. Sasha getting injured again. I know you don't like Sasha, but we need someone with intensity.
I just want to see a wrestler who doesn't fucking hurt their partner.
Mm-hmm. Bad. Suspensions galore. Suspend you, suspend me. I expect to be suspended by the WWE tomorrow. By the number of fucking suspensions that
and you don't even work for them.
Exactly.
You're expecting
it. They're going to bring Arda Okel back so we can be suspended. Next.
In case you don't know, like what we're talking about, so far 3 wrestlers have been suspended within the last month. We have Paige and Del Rio.
Yeah.
And Eva. We've already explained before for Eva.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is the only explanation I have for Paige and Del Rio.
Apparently, a lot of them are Adderall, believe it or not.
Oh, okay. Here's probably the explanation I came up with. Don't put couples on separate brands. They'll find a way to still see each other.
Yeah. You know...
Because don't you find it ironic that both of them got suspended
at the same time,
and they're going
all of
out?
them at the same time. I'm thinking, like, you know what? What if, like, he shows up to see her, and they're out there smoking a joint together, and someone fucking rats him out? There's your 30-day suspension right there. Don't smoke pot when you're on the roster.
How about just don't do drugs in general? Because they will humiliate you.
Dude, it's like, it isn't a performance enhancer. It doesn't...
Well, for Eva, it's not fucking performance enhancer.
Because she doesn't perform.
Exactly. That's the problem with this. What was her reason? Because she fucking forgot to fill it out?
Because she screwed up her paperwork.
Stupid bitch.
You know what? They like to make an example out of people. But they still push her on TV. They still push her on television.
Eva Marie did not fill out her doctor's note properly. Therefore, she will not compete tonight.
She's having a dispute. Eva Marie is experiencing premenstrual syndrome. She is unable to compete this week.
Her husband is experiencing erectile dysfunction. She needs to cheer him up.
Yeah. Okay. Bad. Club not taking seriously.
That's still going to be like cancer for you.
They push this team, like, in the beginning, like, they're the fucking most dangerous team in the entire world, and then they make them look like jackasses.
And they fucked it up, yeah.
And then they come out and they lay out the Dudley Boys. And then they lose. Like, I honestly expect now that the 365 days are over, the New Day will lose the titles to the Club.
They should. AJ should win the WWE title. The Club should win a tag title at least. And Finn should have been champion.
Yeah. Bad. Titus O'Neil. Forgetting how to do a promo on Raw. Horrible, brutal to the nth degree.
He completely fucked that up.
It's real easy. Here's your liner notes. Can you fuck up anymore? Okay.
I could have fucking said that,
dude,
like, no problem.
That could have been on the ugly, but there was fucking more ugly stuff that I saw. And a lot of it, number one, SummerSlam, 10 fucking staples to the head of Randy Orton as he's hard way elbowed to death by Brock Lesnar, leaving a pool of blood. Fucking brutal.
Jesus Christ.
Number two, Finn Balor. Bad timing of an injury.
Fuck you, Seth.
So
that's all I have to say.
That's the
about
ugly.
that. Yeah.
What do you think? Good, bad, ugly for you.
I couldn't really say. You pretty much have gone all of them.
Okay.
Like, obviously, I'm going to say, like, the ugly is that Finn got hurt. Because, like, that shit shouldn't have happened. That was the worst fucking possible time.
Yeah, I understand it's an accident, but when you do it more than once, it doesn't look like an accident. It just looks like a dangerous maneuver, right?
Yeah, the fact that I'm going to, like, stop raging about this. Like, all I have to say is don't push somebody who had their dick exposed.
You know what? Am I the only one that finds this whole thing amusing? Seth posts semi-nude pictures of one of the divas that are in developmental on the internet, and his girlfriend gets pissed off and says, "Okay, you're gonna put fucking pictures of girls? I'm gonna take a picture of your dick and put it on the internet."
He's an idiot for doing that, though.
Yeah, he is. I think, and honestly, I fucking find it hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
That he fucked up that bad.
Seth. Dick pics.
Piece of shit.
Awesome. Cool. Good on her.
The good I would have to say is Bayley debuting on the main roster finally.
That's your good.
That's one of my goods.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, there was so much more good than normal.
Yeah.
A lot of it was from SmackDown. But, I mean, yeah, if you actually look at what was bad, what was good, and what was ugly, I mean, sometimes if you look at the ugly and what was lost, and the things that happened this week, half the roster suspended, and then two of your two major stars badly injured. Happens.
Happens too frequently, though.
Yeah. I mean, I think the good far outweighs the bad, but we'll see in due time how these injuries kind of affect the roster. So, anything you want to say? Close up?
I was going to say the ugly, yeah, Randy Orton getting busted. Fuck. I don't know really what to say about that. It's like, why the fuck would Brock do that?
Obviously.
You're supposed to trust the people you work with.
Brock doesn't fucking care.
This is what happens when you have an ironclad contract. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can say shit on television.
You can get
I don't give a shit about your kids. And you can beat the fuck out of whoever you want.
Exactly. You can take drugs. The wellness policy does not adhere to you. You can swear on television, and you can bust guys open the hard way, and you still have a fucking contract at the end.
I just don't understand. Like, no one should have a fucking ironclad contract. This is why WCW died, because they had fucking creative control. Brock doesn't have creative control, but you can't just do what you want.
Yeah.
There will be consequences.
Well, yeah. Well, if you don't tell Brock what you need to do, and you just give Brock carte blanche, he's gonna make a meal out of you in the ring.
Oh yeah.
And as a result, you saw the very lean steak that Randy Orton was turned into as he was tenderized.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty brutal. Anyhow, that sums up everything that we've witnessed in wrestling in the last 100 hours or so. It's been pretty packed. We should be back in about like a week or so.
Yeah, because now we have two fucking pay-per-views a month.
Right, and we have to do a preview for Backlash, and we have to do a podcast for Backlash. So I'm thinking we do maybe at this point.
How the hell you can explain this to your wife?
I can't. I can't give her a good excuse. What are you doing? You were just there 2 days ago. Podcast. What are you doing? Podcast. You're podcasting all the time. Yeah, we're podcasting all the time.
Don't blame me. Blame the company I watch.
Oh my goodness! Like I don't think sending a letter to Vince McMahon saying I think there's too many pay-per-views. By the way, they're going to 19 pay-per-views a year. 19 pay-per-views a year, when really they should be going for less, and they had more. But that's part of a new commentary section that we call the final deletion editorial that we're going to be doing in some coming weeks. So
we're going to come up with some new segments during the following weeks. Like I was going to say before, like technically it should be double pay-per-views, but like yeah, there are pay-per-views where they do be on the same show, like SummerSlam, for example, Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. But yeah, before that, we're going to get like double pay-per-views.
Yeah.
But good thing for us, it gives more episodes to make.
Yeah, exactly.
Problem is, time to make it.
Yeah, time to make it. So we got to invest a couple hours every single week to go through all this shit. So when we Groundhog finally pops its head out of the ground again is when it happens. It just doesn't happen on a regular basis. It's when it happens, it happens. And until this starts happening on a regular basis, you just have to catch up with us. So,
like, sorry, bad enough. We got like almost 24 hours of like not just WWE wrestling, almost every single day now because of the way the programming is.
Yeah, Monday Raw, Tuesday SmackDown, Wednesday NXT. Then on Saturday I've got to watch the Ring of Honor stuff, and then there's a pay-per-view.
And then we catch the recap of TNA on YouTube.
I don't watch TNA anymore. That fucking thing has become a parody of itself. It's brutal.
We got Ring of Honor on Saturday. We got pay-per-views on Sunday. We're not doing pre-show bullshit like Superstars and Main Event.
I just don't... You know what? When the matches don't mean anything, I refuse to cover it.
It's just a job squad. You see the wrestlers who don't make it good enough.
That's when we say, I don't fucking care, means that we don't give a shit about matches that don't have any consequence. There should never be any matches that have zero consequence. Sheamus versus Cesaro. Best out of 7. For what reason?
I hate you. I'm going to get my revenge on you.
How about, like, if you lose this best of 7, you're going to SmackDown. I'm deporting you to SmackDown.
But that's actually a bad thing because you're making it seem like your show's literally the B show.
Well, like, isn't that the point? Isn't competition? It's like, guess what? I don't like this guy anymore. He's going to SmackDown. I don't like this guy. We're getting rid of him. We're gonna find a way to get rid of you. I don't see the point. Both these guys should probably be on SmackDown to begin with.
Anyways, let's wrap up here.
Anyhow, in the next coming weeks, we have a whole bunch of really cool segments that we plan to debut. We're not going to talk about them until they happen. We're going to surprise you with them. We're very happy with them. They're in development at the moment. So we're having a lot of fun working on those. So we will see you in 7 days, 10 days time. 14 days time at the latest. So we will see you in due course.
Signing out, this is Joey D.
And Mike AD.
Good night.